Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel where I like to make, create, and inspire fun art things with you. As you see here from the thumbnail, I have a blast from the past Christmas in July video for you today. I have picked out a couple of my favorite DIYs just in case you are new to my channel and haven't yet seen them. So without further ado, let's get into it and let's art today. Jumping right into our first DIY, I am going to make a North Pole. I'm going to give you a little detailed list of everything that I have used, and everything that I purchased is from the Dollar Tree. So first I have this large flower pot. Next, I will be using this first ball that you see here, not the second one, but you can use the second one. Also a pool noodle and one of these wooden arrow signs, but you can use different signage to get the same effect. Next, I'm using the handle or just the pole of the mop and red and white duct tape from the Dollar Tree. I will be using 2 of these automotive cloths and an old duct tape round. So the first thing I did, as you see here, I'm removing the mop head from the pole. I will then insert the pole into this pool noodle and it fits perfectly inside there. So the next step, I cut off the end of the pool noodle so that it can be the exact height of the mop. But this step was unnecessary and I wish I would have kept the extra piece. So next I'm going in with my red duct tape and I'm covering the whole pool noodle in this red duct tape. The pool noodle was completely covered with the red duct tape. I am now taking that white duct tape and going on a slant all the way down the pool noodle to look like a candy cane stripe. I do have full-length videos of these DIYs and I will list them down in the description box below. I had found this silver washi tape in my collection, so for added detail I'm adding it to the pool noodle just to give it another stripe for this candy cane looking North Pole. After that was completed, I needed to insert my pool noodle into the flower pot, and to do so I traced out a circle and cut it out using a wood burning tool. After that, I inserted the pool noodle into the hole, and then I took some hot glue and added it all around the pool noodle and the base of the flower pot just to hold it while I build up the structure. Next, I'm taking those cloths and adding it to that flower pot on the bottom. I want it to look like a bed of snow laying on the bottom of the flower pot. So I'm adding it using hot glue, then cutting off the excess and then folding it over and hot gluing it to the bottom. I continued that until the whole flower pot was covered in those cloths. For my next step, it was time to work on the signage, so I was taking one of those wooden arrows, removed the jute string off of the back of it, and gave it a good 2 coats of white acrylic paint. Next, I had some stencils from my craft supplies, and I'm just spelling out North Pole. Then I took it to the side and painted it black. Next, I'm taking some of these pop-up circle stickers and adding it to the outer edges of the arrow sign. I then took that old duct tape roll and started covering it with this striped washi tape. I went all the way around, all the way to the top, but left that 1-inch gap or that little gap at the very top to add these pop-up stickers again. Moving on to that little plastic ball, I'm adding about 3 coats of acrylic paint on top of this plastic ball. Then I also added some spray paint on top of the acrylic paint just to make sure that everything had a good coverage. So since my North Pole was going to be outside, I needed a little weight at the bottom of that flower pot. So I'm adding these rocks to the bottom of it. All I'm using is hot glue to attach it, and it held up pretty nicely. It is now time to attach everything together to actually make the North Pole. To do so, I'm using hot glue basically to attach all of the objects except for the ball on top. I use Dollar Tree super glue adhesive for that part. And here's how the North Pole turned out. I love this DIY. It is one of my favorites. It is about 4 feet tall and I put it out on my front entrance every year around Christmas time. I would love to know what you think down in the comments section below. Right into our second DIY, I want to make a advent calendar, and to do so I have some of these wooden numbers, also these woodcraft cubes, some acrylic paints in basically any colors that you want to choose, and some scrapbooking paper. I also will be using wood glue and some hot glue sticks. And lastly, to make the advent calendar itself, you're going to need these wooden boxes. For my advent calendar structure, I want it to look like a Christmas tree. So to attach all the boxes together, I'm using a combination of my Gorilla wood glue and some hot glue together. As you see here, I have these 3 boxes that form a triangle shaped. That will be the top of the tree. Then I go down each row adding the boxes together side by side. So after the 2, I will add 3 boxes until I reach the 5th row. I'm going to make the base of the tree, so I'm just taking 2 more of those boxes and gluing them side by side, then adding another layer or row of 2 and adding that underneath. Here's how it looks after everything was glued together, and I must say that Gorilla Wood Glue works really well because after a couple of years of having this, I still have it and everything is put together really nicely and strong. Next, I started taking out all of those boxes from the backing. Now I do advise, if you do this step, to mark each of the boxes exactly where they came from so it's easier to put them back into its original place. Next, I am taking those wooden numbers and counting all the way up to 25. To decorate those numbers, I'm going in first with a layer of Mod Podge, then I'm taking some glitter and adding it on top of those numbers. Now I know glitter's not for everybody, but I think it really helped make this advent calendar pop. I did go back and put another layer of Mod Podge and glitter, and then lastly added another layer of Mod Podge to seal all of that glitter in. It is now time to paint my Christmas tree advent calendar, and to do so I'm using 2 different types of green to paint all over the advent calendar. I first start off on the back and then head to the sides and also the front of the structure itself. Just another quick reminder, all of the DIYs that are in today's video will be listed down in the description box with their original video that it comes from. For all of the drawers, half of them will be painted in red acrylic paint and the other half will be painted in green acrylic paint. If you made it this far, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does help out my channel. I wanted to add more details to the drawers itself, so I measured out each of the side of the drawers and cutting down some scrapbooking paper to fit each of the sides of the drawers, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I'm adding some Mod Podge to the side of it, adding the paper, and then adding more Mod Podge on top of it. Then I will take a sanding block and sand off all the edges so that it will have a clean line. For this DIY, I needed to add those cubes onto the front of the drawers to help pull open the drawers. Then I hot glued everything together. I added all the numbers to the front of the drawers, and then for those little cubes I did go back and paint them so they match the drawers itself, and here's how it turned out. Once again, this one was one of my favorites that I've created on my YouTube channel, and I still have it to this day and will continue to use it for quite some time. I would love to know what you think down in the comment section below. Moving into the next DIY, since these are DIYs from the past, it says first craft, but it really isn't. Anyways, I have 3 more of these wooden drawers that I purchased from Dollar Tree, and I'm removing the drawers from the inside of the insert, and I'm adding them together in the pattern big, small, as you see here. To attach the wooden boxes together, I'm using the combination of Gorilla Wood Glue and hot glue again. I love this combination because the wood glue holds it forever and the hot glue will hold it in place until the wood glue is completely dried. After all of them was completely attached together, I am now going to paint it using a nice Christmas red acrylic paint. And I did give it a nice thick coat, so I only needed 1 coat of this paint. After that had time to dry, I then took an old bristle brush and started dry brushing white acrylic paint all over the edges of each of the boxes to mimic snow. If you are new here and haven't yet subscribed, I would love for you to do that today. All you have to do is click that big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload new videos. And I would love for you to be part of my virtual art family. The last thing for our wooden sign is to add the letters to the wooden boxes. Now I'm spelling out the word Mary on this side, and I do realize at the very end that it doesn't go all the way down, so then I cut out a piece of scrapbooking paper that has a little design on it, and I just Mod Podge that down into place. For my next word, I'm just spelling out bright. And for the third side, I'm spelling out ho ho ho. And that completes this DIY. It was very simple, easy to make, and it's just another piece to add to my Christmas collection. As you see here, there's that piece of paper that I Mod Podge right after the word Mary. I really liked how this one came out, and I still have it to this day. I would love to know what you think down in the comment section below. Once again, here is a quick review of all the DIYs that were in today's video. Like I mentioned throughout the video, all the original videos for each one of these DIY will be listed in the description box below. I was wondering also if you can let me know in the comment section if you would like to see more of these types of videos, past DIYs that I speed up so that it's more faster and convenient to look at, or do you not mind the original videos that are listed down below? Let me know down in the comment section. I will also put it in the community tab as well if you can look there and let me know. Once again, thank you everyone for watching today. I really had a blast from the past. And if you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe today. Make sure to click on the bell notification so that YouTube can always notify you when I upload new content. And if you would give this video a big thumbs up to help out with my channel. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you in the next one.